Good morning. I'm Dr. Sandeep Bansal. I'm consultant professor and head of Department of Cardiology of Delhi-based Safdarjung Hospital and Vardhaman Mahavir Medical College. I greet you all on this World Pulmonary Arterial Hypertension Day and would like to share with you some facts about pulmonary hypertension. Pulmonary hypertension, or pulmonary arterial hypertension as we call it, is something that has been grossly underestimated in terms of its epidemiological and public health importance for all these years. This is largely because of two facts. Number one, the symptoms of this are quite non-specific and can be mixed with other diseases. The second is that the gold standard for diagnosis has been the requirement for right heart catheterization and usage of the mean pulmonary arterial pressure as the gold standard. We need to understand that the recent data, echocardiographic data particularly, in which right ventricular systolic pressures have been estimated and used for diagnosis of pulmonary arterial hypertension, it has been seen that PAH may be as common as in approximately 20% of the cases. A large part of this data comes from the NEDA, or the National Echocardiographic Database of Australia, who published their data of close to 160,000 patients in the JACC in last year. The second important fact is that the mortality due to pulmonary arterial hypertension, it decreased over years till the year about 2000, but between the year 2000 and 2010, the mortality has increased from 5.5 to 6.5 per 100,000 patients, and this change is quite phenomenal. The third important fact is to understand that pulmonary arterial hypertension is classified into 5 major types. First is the classical PAH, or the pulmonary arterial hypertension, or what is also known as the pre-capillary pulmonary arterial hypertension, which is what we have traditionally treated as PAH, idiopathic PAH, or those due to heart shunt diseases. All those are classical PAH. The second more common, or in fact the most common type, is PAH due to left heart diseases. For example, left ventricular dysfunction, pulmonary because of hypertension, and several other causes, wherein there is first a post-capillary pulmonary hypertension, which is followed with or without pre-capillary hypertension. The third common cause is pulmonary hypertension due to lung diseases, the fourth being pulmonary hypertension due to chronic thromboembolic pulmonary hypertension, and the fourth is due to idiopathic causes. The third most important fact about PAH is that the threshold for diagnosis of pulmonary hypertension has been reduced from 25 millimeters of mercury mean pulmonary artery pressure to 20 millimeters of mercury of mean pulmonary arterial pressure. This has been done by the World Pulmonary Hypertension Society in their meeting about 2 years back. Now, we need to understand that between this level of 20 and 25 also, there is a markedly increased risk of almost 27% in terms of association with increased mortality. So that is a very important fact. And lastly, I would like to discuss with you the symptoms of pulmonary arterial hypertension. The symptoms of pulmonary arterial hypertension are quite non-specific, and that is one of the reasons why majority of the times till now we have been diagnosing PAH very late. The commonest symptom is shortness of breath, or breathlessness as we call it, and this is present in almost 85% of the patients. Almost 27% of the patients present with fatigue and almost 1 in 5 patients either present with pulmonary edema or they present with swelling over the body or swelling over the abdomen in particular. And approximately 15% of the patients will present to you with feeling of sinking or sometimes fatigue and even syncope at times. So the symptoms of PAH are quite non-specific. We need to lower our thresholds towards doing more of echocardiographies. All these diagnoses can certainly be confirmed by right heart catheterization, but we need to lower our thresholds whenever we get patients of these non-specific symptoms. We must get echocardiographies done to be able to zero in on patients who have PAH and be able to treat them. I thank you for your kind attention.